Welcome back to Mac Talks Football. It's match day 36 in La Liga. Just three match days remaining, and everything is to play for. Barcelona are the champion. Real Madrid, Villarreal, Atletico Madrid, all of them are going to win the Champions League. Real Oviedo, unfortunately, are relegated, and it feels like and it seems like Real Betis are going to finish fifth. There's still a chance maybe they get dropped out, but at the moment it feels like Real Betis are going to finish fifth, and they are going to qualify for the Champions League as well. But from seventh place Celta Vigo, seventh place Getafe, sorry, to 19th place Levante. It is just 9 points separates about half of the league, and everything can change within a matter of times with the way the league is going on and with the way the amounts are going on. And I am here to make my prediction for match day 36 of La Liga. The first game, it is Celta Vigo versus Levante. It is a sixth versus a 19th. Now Celta Vigo, their form has been a really swindling, to be very honest with you. The last five games, the three defeats, and then the last two games have really helped them come back into the fray. They won two of their last two games in a row, and that has really helped them come back in trying to qualify for those European places. And I think they are coming in this game with a lot of confidence. They are the home side as well, playing against a Levante side who are in a great run of form, and that has really helped them to come back out of that relegation zone. Just one defeat in their last five games, three win out of the possible five. So they are playing good football. They are trying to win the games, and they are getting the points on board. I think it's going to be a very, very tight game. Levante are coming, as I said, in a good run of form. Celta are at home winning the last two games. I think it's going to be very, very tight, but I think Celta Vigo are going to nick it in the end. I'm going for a very, very tight, very hard fought 2-1 win for Celta Vigo. Up next, it's a Real Betis versus Elche. It's 6th versus a 14th. Real Betis are undefeated in their last six games, three wins and three draws, and they are looking like the most possible candidate who's going to finish and qualify for the Champions League as the fifth representative from La Liga. They are playing against an Elche side who are 14 at the table, currently. But as I said, anything can happen. They're just 5 points away from safety. So one bad result, and they're right back, in the fray of that relegation zone. Their form has been quite good. If I'm being very honest with you, they have won three out of their last five games. So they are coming in this game, in a good run of form as well. I think it's going to be very, very tight. And Real Betis at the moment are having this sort of going through a patch where they are drawing a lot more games than they are winning, and that is why it's still not confirmed that they are going to be in a Champions League next season. And I think this trend is going to continue. I think despite playing really good football, I think they draw points here. I'm going for a very entertaining 1-1 draw between Real Betis and Elche. Moving on, it's Osasuna versus Atletico Madrid. It's 11th versus a 4th. Now, Osasuna are just 3 points away from that 7th place Conference League spot. And their form is not really that good, if I'm being very honest with you. Just one win in their last five games, three defeats. So it's not really looking good for them. They are playing against an Atletico Madrid side who themselves are, not really playing that good football. They are out of all the competitions. They are just going to finish fourth. It's a certain thing that they are going to win the Champions League. So already the Athletic players are in their holiday mindset. They are just thinking about the World Cup, if I'm being very honest with you. And I think this is a big chance for Osasuna to take advantage of that, and make sure that they can somehow get closer to that European spot. And I think they are going to be able to do that. I'm going for a 1-0 win for Osasuna. Moving on, it's Villarreal versus Sevilla. It's 3rd versus a 13th. Now Villarreal have been amazing this season. They are undefeated in their last 6 to 7 games. They are playing really good football. They have qualified for the Champions League. They are playing against the Sevilla side who are just 3 points away from safety. Just 2 wins in their last 5 games, and their form is not that good. Again, this is one of those games where you would think Sevilla's players who are going to be thinking about the World Cup. Most of them are somehow are going to qualify, make the World Cup score. So most of them are going to be thinking about them. And Sevilla, you could say then they can take advantage of that, but the problem is Sevilla are the away side, and I don't think that's really gonna help them in that regard, if I'm being very honest. And I think they might not win the game, but I don't think they are going to lose the game just because Sevilla's players I just think they know the season is done, and most of them are going to make sure that they don't get injured, so they don't lose out on that World Cup opportunity. And that is why I don't think they are going to be really up for it, and I think that is why Sevilla are going to nick a point here. I'm going for a very entertaining 1-1 draw between Villarreal and Sevilla. Then it's Espanyol versus Athletic Club. It's 16th versus 9th. two teams who are fighting for different reasons. Espanyol are just a point away from that relegation positions. They have not won a single game in their last 5 games, 4 defeats out of the 5 last games. So they are really struggling, playing against an Athletic Club side who are just a point away from that Conference 6 spot. So they, as I say, they are fighting for a different, I think, as compared to Espanyol. And I think Athletic Club themselves are really inconsistent. Their last 5 games have been a defeat, win, and defeat. So if you are going by that order, they should be winning this game, and I have a feeling they are going to get the job done. Even though they are the away side, and Espanyol are going to be really up for it. But the thing is, the way that Espanyol are playing, the momentum, the mood around the club is really bad, and I think that is going to be a really hard thing for them. And I think they are going to suffer another defeat, and they might drop into the relegation zone by the end of this match day. I'm going for a very comprehensive 2-0 win for Athletic Club. Then you have Alaves versus Barcelona. It is 18th versus first. Alaves are in all sorts of trouble. They are in that relegation zone. They have just won once in their last 5 games, and they are playing the champions of the league, Barcelona, who won the champions. Who won the league a couple of days ago after defeating Real Madrid in Clásico. So, if I'm being very honest, this is the perfect time for Alaves to play Barcelona, because the players are going to be in celebratory mode. I don't think they are going to be really up for it, and Alaves are at home, and I think this is the best opportunity for Alaves to get something out of this game. I would not be surprised if they shock everybody and get a winner, get a win in this game. But I'm not going to be at that bold in my prediction, if I'm being very honest with you. You know what? Let's go for it. I think Alaves are going to shock Barcelona here, and I think they are going to get a very hard fought sneaky 1-0 win for Alaves. Then you have Getafe versus Mallorca. It's 7th versus 15th. Now Getafe are currently in that Conference League spot, and this is a very crucial spot at the moment, and they would want to remain there. Their form has not been really that good, if I'm being very honest with you. Just 1 win in their last 5 games, and that has really hurt them, to be very honest with you, because it was looking really good for Getafe. They are playing against a Mallorca side who are 2 points away from safety, so they are in a different sort of battle. Their form is a bit better as compared to Mallorca coming into this game, but not that much better. I think it's going to be a very tight game. I think this is going to be a really a slugfest of a game. I don't think there's going to be that much entertainment in this game, and I think it is going to end up in a draw, and I think it's going to be a boring 0-0 draw between Getafe and Mallorca. Moving on, you have Valencia versus Rayo Vallecano. It is 12th versus 10th. They are just a point separate, these two teams. But again, as I said before, the difference between them and the teams below them is not that much. 5 points from safety are Valencia, 6 points from safety Rayo Vallecano. So anything can happen in just 3 games to play, and I think some of the teams below them are going to win. So this is a huge game, and I think it's going to be a very tight game. Coming to this game, form of these two teams is not that good. Both of them have been quite inconsistent, and I think it is going to continue. I think it's going to be not that entertaining, but not that boring. I think we are going to expect goals here, but I don't see a winner in this game. This is a draw all around it. I'm going for a 1-1 draw between Valencia and Rayo Vallecano. Then it is Girona versus Real Sociedad. It is 17th versus 8th at the moment. And if I'm being very honest with you, both these teams are in horrific run of form in La Liga. Both of them are winless in their last 5 games, 3 defeats for both of them. And Girona could very well end up being in the relegation zone after this match day. They're just 2 points away from safety. But the good thing for Girona, to be very honest with you, they are playing against a Real Sociedad side who, to be very honest with you, don't really care that much. They won the Copa del Rey, and they are going to be in the Europa League. So their European qualification is secured for next season. They are going to be in Europe. So mentally, again, they are in their players are in a situation like that. They don't really have to do that much because they are going to be in Europe, and they want to make sure that they are safe and they are ready for the World Cup. And I think Girona, being the home side, they can take advantage of that. And this could be a very important match for Girona. This could be a turning point for their season. They can win this, and if they end up winning this game, I think they survive. And unfortunately, I just don't think that is going to happen. And if they don't win this, I think Girona really go down, and I think that's what's going to happen. I don't think they are going to lose, but I think it's going to be a draw. I'm going for a 1-1 draw between Girona and Real Sociedad. And the last game of match day 36, it's Real Madrid versus Real Oviedo. It is 2nd versus 20th. Real Madrid is are in in all sorts of trouble, all sorts of chaos. Everything is down for them. On the pitch, of the pitch, it is a disaster for Real Madrid playing against an Oviedo side who are unfortunately relegated already. And I don't think, and if not by now, based on the goal difference and whatnot, by the time this game comes around, I'm sure they are going to be relegated. As I said, for them, it's not a big deal. But the Madrid fans would want something from their team. This is one of the last home games of the season, and I think they are going to get it. I'm going for a very convincing 3-0 win for Real Madrid. These are my predictions for match day 36 in La Liga. As I said, very, very important games, very crucial games. So much depends on the last three games of for so many teams in the league. Let me know what you guys think of my predictions in the comment section below. Like the video, share it as well. Click on the notification bell and of course subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to get to 600 subscribers before the end of the season. It's looking really hard at the moment, but still about half a month remaining, just 35 subscribers remaining. So please go ahead and subscribe and help the channel out. Until next time, bye bye.